Nail's Next Top Nail Artist Challenge 8 Time to Shine, sponsored by Swarovski.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another challenge of NTNA. This video is sponsored by Swarovski and they wanted us to create a design based on one of their 4 moods from their 2021 collection that's called Time to Shine. And the one I chose is called Futuristic Reflections, which suggests a new reality where cultural heritage, space-age formats, and exotic ancient tales combine, which is kind of a lot to wrap your mind around. What I decided to do for my space-age formats is that all of the nails lengthen. So you just have to pull on them and there's a little slider and they just lengthen. So if you wanted to have fancy nails for the night out, you just lengthen them. And that's all you'd have to do. No new appointment or anything, need them short and just push them back in. And for my cultural heritage and exotic ancient tales, I wanted to go with Roman mythology, and I chose to create a basis theme on the character Flora. And she is the goddess of springtime and flowers and growth, the actual goddess on the thumb, and then her animal is bumblebees, so there's little bees flying all throughout the design, and they're all made in crystal. They're just gorgeous, they sparkle, they shine. I love this. So I hope you love it, and don't forget to vote on Monday. I will put a link in the description box below when it's available, and hopefully I will see you next week as well. Bye!
Sculpt a clear base for the nail. While the acrylic is still wet, carefully use a craft knife to cut the enhancement in two. To create the lace background, sculpt a layer of nude acrylic and press a piece of tulle into the wet acrylic to transfer the pattern. Pro tip, dip the tulle in clear acrylic powder to prevent it from sticking. Brush very wet white acrylic over the pattern tan acrylic. Make sure you work it into the grooves to leave crisp results. Fill in the rest of the enhancement with a glitter mix that has hints of purple, yellow, and gold. Drop the sidewall down near the tip so that you can add crystals that will be able to be viewed from the side. Clean up the lace pattern by filing off any extra white acrylic, then encapsulate the design with a layer of clear acrylic. Make sure that you don't reattach the two pieces of the nail together. Remove the form and file the nail into shape. Hold the two pieces together to check if the lines are smooth like a single enhancement. File a groove into the underside of the tip and glue a magnet into the groove. To make the slider element, fill the C-curve with clear acrylic and press a narrow plastic straw into the wet acrylic. Cut off one side of another piece of the same size straw and fill the straw with clear acrylic. Once it's set, you can pop it out of the straw and it will perfectly slide into the shape that you created under the tip of the nail. Add a magnet to the end of the clear cylinder so the nail will click into place when it's lengthened. Attach it to the underside of the nail bed so it will align with the tip. Sculpt 16 bar shapes with clear acrylic. When the acrylic turns matte, create a small hole on each end of each bar. Paint 8 of them with one coat of black one-step gel polish and burnish a layer of gold chrome powder into the surface. Glue a piece of wire into one of the holes in a clear bar. Once the glue has dried, strand gold bar over the wire. Hold it in place by gluing a bead to the other end of the wire. Mark where the holes in the bars align when the slider is open, then use your E-file to create a small hole over each mark. Cut off the ends of 2 head pins, string a pin through the holes in the bars, and secure them to the nail with a little bit of nail glue. Pro tip, check the sliding motion after each step to make sure it all works together. With white gel paint, create a floral lace pattern. Create a border between the lace and the glitter with a dotted line. Take your time when doing small detail work. If you need to, take a break and stretch your fingers and back so you don't get cramped up. You can even set a 10-minute timer on your phone to remind you when it's time to do a stretch. Adhere baguette-shaped crystals down the slider. Adhere round electric yellow delight stones over the clear sidebar. Place crystal pentagons over the end of the head pins. Sculpt some red roses. Create the petals on a nail form backing. Pro tip, when the petals have just turned matte, use a cone-shaped silicone tool as a base to wrap the petals around. When the rose is cured, it will pop off easily. Attach the rose to the nail and then place a crystal bumblebee on a wire down the middle of the flower. Surround the flower with Swarovski crystals. I used round iris, electric yellow delight, rose gold, ivory cream, and blush. Also include some fun shapes like the elongated pentagon and elongated hexagon. On the thumb, sculpt your goddess. When building up any human figures, slowly build up the features layer by layer. Remember, it is much easier to add more thickness than it is to thin something out. Add her hair with golden brown tones. If you want to sculpt off the nail, hold a nail form backing up to the nail and keep it in place until the acrylic has fully set. With fine wire, create a base for the floral headpiece. Secure the wire under her hair on one side, then wrap it around her hair and tuck it under the other side. With acrylic paints, create some soft facial features. Dilute some brown paint with water and it becomes a buildable color, perfect for contouring. Keep her features reminiscent of Roman art to give the feeling of an ancient sculpture. Place 3 red roses on her headpiece and add a few green leaves. Highlight the very edges of each petal with a brighter shade of red to bring out the details. Create a piece of gel material by painting a grid with white gel paint on a silicone nail art mat. Once you've cured it, you can peel it off and you have a flexible fabric to work with. Carefully tailor your goddess's outfit with the gel fabric. Glue it in place in key places and then cut off any extra. Let the fabric wrinkle and buckle in a natural material way. Glue a bead under the nail under the goddess. Glue 3 pieces of golden thread under the tip of the nail and braid them together, then string it through the bead so that when you pull the nail to lengthen it, the thread pulls through the bead. Arrange crystals into your bumblebee shape in some clear gel on a nail form backing. Use a mix of bright colors like Electric Yellow Delight with dark colors like Jet and Rose Gold. Glue the bead to the end of the thread, then repeat the pattern on the back. Use elongated hexagon and pentagon shapes to create the wings. Finish the headpiece with some Electric Yellow Delight and iris crystals. Don't forget to add some sparkle to the background of your goddess as well. Using the pentagon shapes on the lines where the nail split makes it look like a single hexagon shape. Then it is a fun little surprise when the nail is lengthened. Finish off her robe with some of the electric white. And this nail is all done. I hope you guys love this overall design as much as I do. I wanted to create something that had both that kind of old world feeling with an element of new concept and new idea. And this whole idea of being able to change the length of your nails just by pulling on them would be something that I would absolutely love. That would be amazing to just have that in a daily part of our lives. Changeable, extendable nails, that would be fantastic. So hopefully that is something that is in our future. If you guys do love this design as much as I do and you want to throw me a vote, I would be so appreciative, and I will put a link in the description box below when it is available on Monday tomorrow, so check back for that, and I'll see you next time, hopefully. Bye!